Hey everybody, Bones here, Bones Garage, just bringing the update what's going on at the garage. So, 1955 Studebaker. This car is a beautiful car, absolutely gorgeous car. She initially came in because she was at another shop and the overdrive isn't working, and they tried to fix it and they couldn't figure out how it works. Luckily, the owner called me up and asked me if I knew anything about Studebakers, and guess what? I do, and I do know their overdrive systems. They are not like any other overdrive you've ever worked on. They are very weird. They have a switch under the pedal, the gas pedal that is. They have a switch on the dashboard to turn them on. Then they have that big relay right down there that everything runs through with a fuse on it. Then they have another solenoid down at the transmission, and then they also have a governor on the transmission, and the governor allows or tells everything and everybody what's going on, when to come on, when to come off. The problem was, after we went through all the wiring, after we checked everything, we found out that everything's working properly, but the governor wasn't. The contacts inside the governor were messed up, and also the weights that open and close to allow the governor to go on and off were all gummy. And so I went ahead, we took off the governor, I took it all apart, cleaned everything, re-lubed everything, cleaned off all the contacts, rebent the contacts so this way when it goes back together the contacts will actually connect when they're supposed to. They will touch each other. They will do that. Open and close, open and close, open and close, as the governor is going on and off. And the governor on this is the opposite of what you would expect a governor to do. A governor normally controls how high something is revving. This governor is the opposite. It controls how low something is revving, which would be the amount of wheel speed going through the transmission. That is what this governor controls. So I took it all apart, cleaned it up, fixed it, put it all back together, and boom, it started working. So the owner said, well, being that it didn't cost a ton of money for me to get that fixed, go through the car and check it all out. So we went through the car, found out the rear wheel cylinders were leaking, and the master cylinder was leaking, and one front cylinder was damp. That's how I'm going to put it. The other front cylinder was fine. So we went ahead and just got all new wheel cylinders, put them in. We also got a rebuild kit, because a lot of times I just prefer to rebuild the old Masters. But once we took the Master apart, we saw that it was pitted with rust. And that's why it was leaking. And it was just too far pitted to hone out. So I ended up having to order another Master cylinder. Look at the interior of this car. Look at how beautiful this thing is. I love the roll gauges. If you look at the gauges, they're not needles. They actually roll. The numbers actually roll around. So like when it goes to 10 miles an hour, the 10 will actually move. Oops. All the gauges down here turn. So it goes from green, so like when you first start it up, it'll all be green, and then it'll rotate to the red. So you'll have half of it green and half of it red. Same thing with the fuel tank and everything else, the oil and all that. It's really cool. I really like these cars, and I love the switches. The on-off toggle style switches. And look at that. It has the original tube radio in it. Unbelievable. And look in the speaker over there. That's the speaker in the dashboard. So yeah, what a cool car. And as we know, the horn works. And then all of the interior. Look at how beautiful this interior is in here. And then the color combination on this car is just gorgeous. Absolutely, the black and the copper go together so nicely on this car. The motor is a really good motor. I did a little bit of tuning on the carburetor, just checking it, tightening everything up. pulled a few plugs, see how everything looks. I mean, the car is just an absolutely awesome car. We did an oil change on her just because it hadn't had one in a while. Checked the cap looked good, everything looked good, just cleaned off the contacts a little bit. And that was about it. Now all I'm waiting on is another master cylinder to come in. Alrighty guys, have fun. Talk to you soon. Okay, bye.